And this is a video review of the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Voyager class Autobot Grapple. Now, before I talk about Grapple, I hope you guys are keeping safe, self-isolating and all that. Let's beat this virus and so that we can go back to our normal lives. I know it might be inconvenient to some, but just imagine the other people, people losing their jobs and all that. Let's count our blessings and see this through. Now, going back to Grapple here, I got him a couple of weeks back before quarantine here in Melbourne. He's not a bad figure, especially for the type of robot he is. He is very posable and all that, which is nice. The choice of plastic is not bad, but there are better. So this guy's plastic is definitely better feeling, at least, as well as this guy's. I don't know, just feels a little bit nicer than this guy's. Not that it's bad, but I don't know, I can't put my head across it, but yeah, it's not as good as I want it to be. Anyway, not a bad figure. The box, he is figure number WFCE10. On the side is a nice artwork of Grapple. Other side is your standard Earthrise graphic, and then at the back is a picture of Grapple in robot vehicle and interacting with sound barrier. The top is just floating Galvatron, bottom is just unbreathables. Now inside, he does come with this, I don't know, warning piece of paper, I don't know. And he does come with a map piece, which I won't go through. I don't collect them anyway, so yeah. And this map piece reader also comes with a very nice set of instructions. I really like the War for Cybertron instructions. They're very clear and all that. Although I do miss the weapon descriptions and all that Siege came with. Anyway, it does have the tech specs, which I cannot read. If you're Cybertronian, you probably could. Too lazy really to research what those means, but they probably say strength, agility, things like that. So on to Grapple himself. Like I said, it's not a bad figure, really posable, especially for the type of robot that he is. Stand him up straight. His likeness to the G1 is really uncanny as well, even down to the wheels on the feet. He is very G1 accurate. That said, he has very nice robot proportions and all that, and poses like a Gundam. So yeah, can't really complain much in terms of posability. Now, in terms of accessories, it does come with few. So it does come with this nozzle, which if you have the original G1, this is actually more a missile, but in the cartoon it's a nozzle, which might not be appropriate for Grapple, more appropriate for Inferno. But what the hey, let's just put it there. So if you didn't see that, you can flip his wrist and it will turn into a port, and you can just put the nozzle there, give him a more G1 look. Not that, and that goes for both arms. Now, if you're like me and I want to differentiate him from the almost inevitable Inferno retool, I'll just use this instead. More appropriate for the name Grapple. Now, talking about this one, this is just a sort of hook clamp. Has the same 5mm port as you've seen there, and it does have that attachment, which can attach to your standard base pieces, so things like that mini shield on this guy's trailer, or the ramps on Omega Supreme and things like that, or even the the hoist at the back of hoist. So this thing just connects to that part, and all those figures that I've mentioned will have something similar to that. It just connects like that. There you go. No, it's gonna be like dragging sound barrier or something. I mean, this makes the least sense. Maybe if you think about it as him building something, maybe, or maybe dragging ironworks along, something like that. Otherwise, the interaction doesn't make a lot of sense, unless if you imagine it as him building the bases and things like that. And he also comes with the very G1-esque gun, which is nice. It does have that attachment for blast effects, which I can show you later on. Also has ports here, here, and here, so he can hold the gun there like a normal robot, or he can make it a shoulder cannon. There are ports on either shoulder, so really posable guy. Oops, sorry. Or if you just want him to stow his weapon away, there is a port there on the shoulder. Using the same port, you can just leave it like that, which is not a bad way of storing it. Okay, even some ports on the leg as well, though hindered by that canister thing. No, not canister, stabilizer. So yeah, the other thing is the nozzle can store there. As you can see, there is a like a space and a long flat port that goes into that peg that goes into that flat port there, so you can store that there as well. It will hold very securely. So yeah, again, not a bad looking robot. Now, looking closer at Grapple himself, he is a very nicely designed, very G1-esque robot, but with your 1/4 Cybertron paneling, which is nice. Very G1-esque, down to those wheels there, those spare wheels there, and the wheels on the feet. Very G1-esque. Even has this long crane at the back, which if you have the classics Grapple, turns in this thing turns into an arm extension, but here this is very classic, very G1 Grapple with the thing hanging from his back. It's very nice. Oop, did it just roll away? Okay. Now, in terms of posability, it does have a swivel at the neck. Arms that go all the way around. There's a hinge there, although it's hindered by that pylon there, especially if you do it from the side. A little bit more than 90 on the elbow. No wrist swivel, but it does go in and out due to transformation. Waist swivel that goes all the way around. Feet that go all the way up, all the way back, all the way to the side. Swivel there. 90-degree hinge there, and some pivot, not as much as others, but no, it's okay. And there's a hinge there as well, more for transformation than anything else. And his hook can go all the way up, the way down, extend, but that's more for vehicle mode than robot mode. Now let me just put him with the other wave 1 releases. Yes, Voyager Prime with the Matrix, and this is his wave mate, Mr. Starscream, his friend the hoist. Put wheel jack there. Let's put cliff jumper here. Let's put ironworks. Stand up ironworks. Ironworks there. And of course, little Mr. Sound barrier. So not a bad assortment for wave 1. Now, let's do transformation for Grapple. Now his transformation is pretty straightforward. Quite enjoyable. I do enjoy it myself. Does have some callbacks to the original G1 toy. So if you have that one, you remember some of the transformation steps. Which seems to be a theme with a lot of the Siege and Earthrise figures. But yeah. So let's start with, oops, not that, with unclipping this. So everything from the neck up is actually just pegged there. So this 2 clips will sandwich that one, keeping that there. Now unpeg that, and then accordion out this long thing. So it's just folded like that in robot mode. Keep that hanging for a bit. Rotate all the both hands in. Let's do the feet first. So for the feet, unpeg that, straighten this out like so, unpeg that and straighten it out. Now from the, not from the waist, but from about the abdomen portion, can flip it up, and then you just lower this thing down. Now there's been reports of these things breaking, so for mine I did shave a bit off of that, as well as widen the holes there. I don't think it's just a QC issue on some figures, but yeah, just be careful, and when you're pulling this out, you pull it that way, now straight out. Don't like wiggle it, because that has tendency to break. Now going back, transformation, flip his head in, so that will cover his head totally there. Now with this accordion piece fully flat, peg those things onto the hole there on the feet. There you go, nice and snug. Extend that and rotate that. Now before we do anything else on the front, position your arms like so. Unpeg it from the armpit portion there. Unpeg. Now there are 2 pegs there. Make sure they are aligned to that hole and that hole, so you have to rotate these arms. Not that hole, actually these holes there. Rotate that arm so that it's facing, the hole is facing up. So just rotate that inwards and peg those black pegs onto the holes that I mentioned there. And straighten out the hook. And they got grapple in vehicle mode, and it's a really nice vehicle mode as well, I must say. It is blatantly obvious that you have folded arms and legs, but that's how G1 looks, so I don't really mind. Now this grapple part does extend, giving him a more realistic construction type vehicle look. Now moving closer, there's a spare tire that was on leg mode. I like how all those windows are clear, really nice. Stabilizers there. Yeah, 6 working wheels. from the back there's a bit of hollowness there, but what can you do? That black striping there, which is nice. Now you can store all of these tubes, accessories, so same way that you store in robot mode, you just pick that in there, and you can pick the guns there or there. Not really realistic for a construction type vehicle, but what can you do? You have to store your guns somewhere, right? And last, and this one, the claw part, you can store on the other side, or you can actually, there is a hole there, so you can flip this in and attach the claw there. So just rotate that. So yeah, so you can pose him like carrying sound barrier somewhere. Not too bad, not too bad. Now that's it for the review. What do you think about Grapple? I mean, I do believe he is a really nicely designed robot. He might not be as popular as his mode mate Inferno, and I think most people will probably skip this guy and go straight to Inferno. But you know, if you collect G1, he is an essential G1 character, so you do have to get Grapple in that case. For me, both Voyagers for this wave of Transformers is awesome. So Starscream a little bit more than Grapple, but I think both of them are well done figures. So yeah, tell me what you think about Grapple in the comments, and of course tell me about how you're doing, how your country is doing, and if you need someone to talk to, have problems with anything, just send me a quick message on YouTube. I might not be able to help in other ways, but I'm always up to be an ear to listen to any of your troubles and all that. So yeah, that's the review. If you like the review and if you like Grapple, please do leave a like, leave a comment, and do subscribe. As always, this has been Grim Trigger, and this has been a review of War for Cybertron Earthrise Grapple. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.